Hey everybody, it's Techie Tuesday, and I know many of you, I don't know about, how frequently it's happening for you, but it's happening for me a lot where I'm getting messages from my friends from Instagram. And either they don't have an Instagram account or they have one and they're not really using it. And they're thinking, what's going on here? More and more that we are on social media, there is a greater chance of us, having our accounts hacked. And sometimes that worries people, and maybe sometimes that may even deter you from using social media yourself. But I've got some great information for you today that I think you will love, because I loved it, and heck, I learned it in like the first 15 minutes of a training that I watched just earlier this morning. So hi everybody, my name is Carla Archer. I'm the online business guide, and on Tuesdays I come to you with Techie Tuesdays. It seems every week that I'm learning something new that helps me move my business forward online. It just makes my life a little bit easier. So last week when I was on here, I was talking a little bit about Instagram. And if you want to go back into the news feed in the group that you're watching this in, or if you're on YouTube or on my profile page to see past episodes, you can find a bunch of great tips and ideas and ways that you can make your technical life just a little bit easier as you're managing your business online. So as I was mentioning last week, I had talked to you a little bit about Instagram. And normally I come on and I teach you something that I found. But last week, I had a friend and mentor who was going to be teaching us some really great insight about Instagram. How many of you guys were able to catch that webinar that I sent the invitation to you to be able to watch that? If you haven't had a chance to watch yet, no worries. I know life is very busy. My last week was really busy, and I caught up on it this morning, as a matter of fact. And as I mentioned, within the first 15 minutes, I learned some incredible, valuable information. So if you want the recording of this, just let me know. I can send you the recording of that webinar so you can watch the full thing, because not only did she talk about what we're going to talk today a little bit about, is that Instagram security, she also taught us how to do fun videos and reels and other things on our Instagram account that were really super beneficial. But I wanted to talk to you today about Instagram security because, as I mentioned, I know I've talked to a lot of you, and sometimes that comes up for you, or it's a concern, or it seems to be happening more and more. So I have 3 tips for you today, and I'm going to show you how you can just make your Instagram account a little bit more secure. Just going to grab a swig of water here. Perfect. So I hope everybody's doing great today. If you've watched the video and you went in and explored Instagram as well a little bit, let me know. If you had, I'd love your feedback on that too. And as I mentioned, if you'd like the recording from that free training, I can offer to you free. Just say that you would want it, and I'll be able to send you that link. Okay, so today I'm going to show you 3 ways in your Instagram account that you can make your account just a little bit more secure. Now, the first thing that my friend Lisa had suggested to do was to ensure that you have a phone number and an email address. Because if you ever were hacked or locked out of your Instagram account, you would need to have your phone number and your email set up so that you would be able to get in, to be able to change your password and have access to your account again. So this is really important. And I'm going to share with you where you can go ahead and take a look at that. So I'm just going to share my account, or share my screen, and then hop on into my profile account. So when you come to your page, you're going to want to come to your profile and then go to settings. All right, and then your personal information is going to come up here for you, and you're going to scroll down and you're going to confirm that in fact you have an email address, and then add in a phone number for yourself. So this is where you're going to want to click, and once you've added in a number, then you're able to submit that, and there'll be a phone number on record. So that's the first tip that she gave me that I went through and did. So really great tip. And again, she said this is important because if you, for whatever reason, don't have your email and your phone number set up, there's a possibility that you could be locked out of your account forever. So this just puts that extra layer of security on there so that you know that that's something that you aren't going to have to worry about if something was to ever happen to your account, because for as much as we wish that doesn't happen, sometimes it just does, right? Okay, so the second thing that she shared with us, and I'm going to go back up to my profile page, and I'm going to go back to my settings. was that we can set up a two-step authentication as well. So we want to be able to set up that authentication so that we will have that extra level of security for when we log in, and that people are going to be able to not log into our accounts because that authentication is going to be linked to our phone. So just give me 1 second here. And I'm going to pop up these instructions here so you can see them as well. If you want to take a screenshot of this, you can. So in order to do that, I'll just so that you have it, if you're following along, you'd go to Settings and Security and Two-Factor Authentication. And Instagram will text you every time that you log in so that they confirm who you are. And you may think, well, maybe that's a little bit of a pain, but it's just an extra measure of security that you can offer. If you have a virtual assistant or somebody working on your account, maybe this isn't something that would work for you, but for anyone who is managing their account on their own, this might be the best way. So let's go in there. We're going to go to Settings, and then we're going to go to Privacy and Security. And you're going to be able to scroll down here and see two-factor authentication. So then edit your two-factor authentication, and you can set up that you're going to use a text message, or you can use an authentication app. So that's where you would go ahead and do that part there. Now, the third thing that she suggested is that you go in and you check your login activity. And that can happen over here on the left. You just check login activity, click there, and then it's going to tell you, were you the one who logged in? So if you see something strange on here from somewhere else that you don't recognize, that means that somebody potentially has been playing around with your account, and you'll be able to report that accordingly. So those are 3 really great tips that she shared with us on how you can just enhance that security a little bit more on your Instagram account if you are not even if you, I guess you're feeling concerned about it, but if you've had maybe somebody hack your account before and you're wondering what you could do to prevent that from happening, these are some measures that you can put into play to go ahead and do that. So if you would like the video where Lisa actually walks you through and trains you on doing not only the Instagram security part, but she's also going to teach you, I'm going to just show you here. She's going to teach you about funny, eye-popping, scrolling, stopping, instant reels, and Facebook stories, and so much more. I learned so much. As I mentioned last week, I wasn't going to get on here and pretend that I knew what I was talking about with Instagram. And this was an opportunity for me to learn more about this platform as well. So not only am I sharing a little bit with you from what I learned today about the Instagram security, but I'll also share that link with you so that you can dive even deeper into the reels and the stories and really start to create some great engagement with your audience. And I should mention, if you love the recording, if you've seen the webinar, you were there live, or if you've watched the recording already, or once you have the link, you watch the recording and you love what you learned, Lisa's going to be offering another free webinar tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we can get you signed up for that webinar so you can catch more information on Instagram. I love that the community that I work with offers so much insight as to what our mentors and leaders are doing and the success that they're getting, and they're willing to come and help train us at no charge to be able to learn some of these tips and tricks. I've been able to learn so much from them, and there's so much incredible value. So I'd love to pass that along to you and share the link, not only for the recording from last week, but invite you to the webinar that's going on tomorrow night. So if that sounds like a great idea, if you think this is exactly what I'm needing right now in my business, just give me a thumbs up or say yes, share the link with me, and I will be sure to get in touch with you and get that sent out to you. So I'm Carla Archer, the Online Business Guide, and I bring you tips and tricks every Tuesday. So watch for next week's Techie Tuesday episode. And if you'd like to find out again what other tips I have brought to you in the past, just go into the group and search Techie Tuesday and find my other videos. If you need any other assistance with your online business, like learning how to transition online, how do you talk to people, I have a great Monday open call where people come together at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have discussions about things that are going on in our business and different ways that we can start to build and create the business that we want. So there's so many opportunities online for us. And sometimes it can be a little bit a big picture, if you will, as to where do you start and what do you start to choose to do for your business. And this bit of conversation is very helpful, where you can come together with a community of entrepreneurs and ask questions and get some ideas. So I look forward to sending you the link for Instagram and hearing your feedback on what you learned from my friend Lisa. We'll talk to you soon, and thanks for watching.